Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome back to PixelHate. I am joined by Adam, Micah, Jamal, and Chris. Today's episode is brought to you by the letter H, which stands for hating, which is what we will be doing oh so much of today. The H also stands for heart, which is what we give you each and every week. And the H also stands for how are you gentlemen doing today?
Dandy, dandy.
I'm ready to pod. And then I got our boy here with me as we're about to go on this episode.
I'm ready.
You better do what?
That was the weirdest way to say that.
I know, I'm still working on my intros.
We've been doing this for like 2 years.
Christopher, how are you?
I'm doing well.
Speak up.
I'm doing very well, Wopeh.
Awesome. Michael?
I'm chilling. You guys look so awkward right now.
How often do people call you
You don't
Michael?
Like they don't want to be too close to each other, so they're like both facing the opposite direction.
You don't want to. You don't like the couch,
dog.
Why don't you like just get
Yeah, come on. It's Pride Month.
wow.
Yeah, we still got a couple more weeks. So
Yeah.
show off, guys.
I can't with y'all.
Hate
Happy
Steelers fans.
Juneteenth.
They just gradually put their hands
Thanks,
down each other's
Micah.
pants.
Happy Juneteenth indeed.
I did go to a festival the other day with some good
Adam,
food. It was a good time.
Relax.
Adam,
Right.
how are you celebrating your Juneteenth?
Well, I had some jerk chicken earlier.
Hey.
Just kidding. No, I didn't.
You should have just stuck with it.
And I went to, actually, there were some people playing go-go outside. I got down with them a little bit.
Ooh.
Just
In Baltimore?
kidding. Just kidding. No, I didn't. I went to a friend's house down the street, black family, and I told them all individually Happy Juneteenth. Just kidding. No, I didn't.
No, he didn't.
So yeah, I mean, it's been a pretty eventful day. Pretty happy for the holiday. Happy for you guys. Happy Juneteenth. Just kidding. No, I'm not.
Are we just gonna let him keep ranting?
Yes.
I'm
No, that was good.
I'm just kidding. Happy Juneteenth. This is the Juneteenth episode of PixelHate. We don't have any associated topics, unfortunately, because no one here is that thoughtful, unfortunately. So,
Also, we were supposed to record yesterday.
especially Micah.
Mike, you're supposed to be representing for us all.
Yeah, what the fuck, dude? You're like part of all of us.
What?
You're an amalgamation of all of us.
Literally.
I'm a prodigy.
You're a mutt.
I'm a prodigy. I'm gonna bring all of the races together by myself.
Hold up.
Okay, we'll
Did
become
Micah
the
just
next
end
Nick Cannon.
racism?
Single-handedly through yelling.
Nice. Anyways, Wopeh, what do we got in store for today's episode?
All right. Well, we are going to start off with our good game, bad game, of course. Do we want to just knock that out really fast?
We'll just give a
A rundown of everything. Well,
Yep.
I am trivia master, as you can tell by the fact that I am opening the show. We are also going to be discussing AI and its potential effects on the gaming industry at large. And what was the last thing we had? Someone remind me.
We also have least favorite gaming genre and how video games may assist in coping with stress, anxiety, and other issues.
Yes, and we've been holding on to that topic for a couple months now.
For a good while.
Yeah, so I feel like that's going to be like the crux of our show. But we do have some more fun things to talk about before that. So let's start off with good game, bad game. Who would like to go first? I'll do it.
Good game, bad game.
For the fourth week in a row, my good game. Listen, Tears of the Kingdom, man. I don't care.
Boring.
I'm sorry. I'm not playing anything the fuck else. I'm gonna get Street Fighter this weekend, but until then, all of my time, all of my attention, all of my willpower goes into Tears of the Kingdom. I spent this entire week moving, so I really haven't had much time to play games just in general, but that shit just makes me so happy. As far as my bad game, I tried to jump into Hogwarts Legacy, and I regret to inform myself that the magic might be gone.
Haha, nice play on words.
Thanks. It's just it's too much to do, and not in the fun way that Tears of the Kingdom is too much to do. It's like it almost feels like a chore.
It's
And I
almost
know
like
someone mentioned that before. I don't remember what.
it's
What,
almost like
Micah?
we were saying that months ago.
Listen, I can't see myself going back to it. Not for a long time.
Yes.
Which is a shame.
I'm really craving the Harry Potter experience. And then instead of like watching a movie, I'll just play the game just to continue on.
Yeah, it's gonna have to scratch an itch. I don't like natively just want to jump on the game anymore. So hopefully that returns later because it's still a great game. I still love my character, but I don't know. I just need a little bit more. Adam, what you got?
So my good game for the first time in a few weeks, about the same time frame as you, is no longer Tears of the Kingdom. It's a very welcome shift in my daily routine. And I also want to give Micah his due diligence in convincing me to jump on the Diablo bandwagon. He's answering a phone call right now, so it's all good. But Diablo 4 is my good game of the week. I'm excited to keep going. I've watched a couple recap videos on the lore, and I'm excited. It makes me later down the line, I might go back to Diablo 3 with Micah and just see how that is. And
He won't.
Okay, dickhead, you're the one who just will
Every
never
time
play.
every time you tell me you'll finally play an old game with me from a series you recently started, we never do it.
That's
But
because
then we'll
I'm
play
sorry.
Gears for the 5th time in a row.
I'm sorry.
Jade.
I'm sorry. Who's the one who never wanted to play It Takes Two again?
That's totally
Oh.
different.
Is that different?
How is it different?
Because it wasn't a sequel that I was like, ooh, I like this. I want to go back and try all the ones
It
before.
doesn't matter that it's not a sequel. That doesn't
It
matter.
does.
How does that matter?
We started Elden Ring and you were like, I'm going to play Dark Souls 3. Still haven't played it.
Because fucking God of War came out.
He said so. What does that
Right.
do with anything?
What does that have to do with anything?
That
You're
was
not
like
playing God of War
That
now.
was like
Did it-
7
did it-
months between Elden Ring and God of War. What
We
the
were playing
fuck?
Elden Ring for like 4 months. So that 3-month period, I'm sorry, I was busy with work and coaching.
We'll
and
actually
other
play
shit.
Diablo.
Yes. Anyways, Micah, shut the fuck up.
You're not gonna play it. You're not gonna play it.
Got him.
You never play the games. You're not a gamer.
You don't play every game that I want to play either, so I don't want to fucking hear shit.
Micah, good game. What do we got?
What the fuck? I didn't get my bad game. Because everyone just fucking had something to say.
Yeah, don't be rude, Wopeh.
Yeah, what the fuck, dude?
Sorry, I'm just so excited for trivia.
I am too. I'm excited. I'll keep this one quick. My bad game is I still haven't gotten around to playing XO1. Remember that game that I mentioned like I think 2 episodes ago? Game Pass game. It's kind of like Journey where you're just flying around as a spaceship, stuff like that. I still haven't gotten around to that because I currently have been playing 2 of the most addictive games in the past like century. So I'm hoping at some point I can get around to that. But I'm sorry, XO1 developers. I know you're listening because every developer is listening. I'll get to it eventually, and it'll be a fun time. So, Chris, you're actually gonna go. Fuck Micah.
Rude.
Yeah, fuck you, Micah. My good game is
Lick my balls?
also my good game is also Diablo. I am super excited to get into it tonight with Micah and Adam. And play it for the first time. I am not a huge Diablo fan. I've dabbled in 3, but not anything major. So I'm excited to see like what's so good about this and why they're talking about game of the year and shit for it. So I'm ready. I'm ready. You boys better be ready for whatever the fuck I bring out. I can make a vampire, right?
No.
Fuck.
No, it's no.
Damn.
This is not fucking Castlevania. I'm sorry.
I tried. Oh well. I'll figure it out.
You're either gonna be a barbarian or a sorcerer. I'm calling it now.
I was gonna say, is the character creation like in categories like how it is for Dragon Age?
No,
classes?
it's not
No,
like it's not like you choose like you make a character around the
presets.
stats
Right.
or whatever.
Right.
You just have 5 classes, and then you have customization.
It's
built
pretty
into those.
rudimentary, but it's like it's the perfect amount of customization. It's not like how what part of his cheekbone do you want to raise and lower?
Right.
And there's 4 sliders for fucking just the nostrils. It's not that. It's presets. You get in, you get out, and you feel satisfied, and you can change some stuff later on.
Got it.
Who's going next, Micah or Jamal?
Jamal.
All right, so my first good game was when I streamed the demo of Final Fantasy 16. It looks so good. I like the voice acting, and I feel immersed in a game. And by the end of it, I was emotionally invested. And streaming the game helped a lot. So that was my good game. I don't have a bad game, so I have 2 good games. My second good game is playing Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales.
Oh my god.
Right.
Get over it.
No. Fuck you. That game is great. It's improved. As Chris was telling me, the traversal, animations, combat, fluidity of like the storytelling is so much better. Not that the first game was bad, but they improved a lot on this game. But yeah, those are my 2 good games.
Michael.
Mitcha?
My good game for the week is I spoke with my dad today because I didn't get to call him on Father's Day specifically, and he was telling me that him and my little brother and his fiance they watched some of my content, and they were looking at some of my stuff. They were like, "Oh my god, one of your videos almost has 1 million views." So that was pretty cool. And my little brother, he said that he likes Mario, so I was thinking I'd do some Mario content this week.
That's
so you can watch it and make it
so
PG.
fucking wholesome.
I was about to say that's way too wholesome for this show. Where's the hatred? It's too cute.
Bad game. Bad game is I kind of got into it yesterday with a Tekken player. So we had a back and forth between like 8 matches, and I won like 7 out of the 8, and then he won the last one, and then he didn't want to rematch me after that. And I was like, "You fucking bastard." I was like, "I just whooped your ass for 7 matches. You won't give me the next one back." And I messaged him, and he called me slurs.
Of all months too.
And then and then I said some questionable things back, and I was heated, bro. I was just like, I don't even want to fucking play no more. I just got off.
Are you serious?
Yeah, bro, I was heated. But yeah, that was my bad game. Other than that, I've been having a great time on Diablo and stuff.
I feel like there's nothing more annoying than like when you beat someone in a fighting game and they message you immediately after and say something stupid like, "Oh, you play this game too much." Blah, 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 blah. It's like, bro, you lost. Why are we playing ranked if you're not trying to win?
Well, this guy, we played like 7 matches in a row, and I thought we were like I thought I was like training him low key.
No, dead ass. That's how it feels
was
when you're
beating
whooping
his
someone's
ass.
ass over and over. Yeah,
And then he
like you're
finally
learning
got
now.
me. He finally got. You could tell he just started the game or something. He was playing Jin, and he finally gets me, and he doesn't want to play me. I message him, I'm like, what the fuck? What happened? And he's like, no, fuck you, bro. I'm done. And I'm like, fuck that. I just whooped your ass for fucking 8 games.
That
So
reminds
I
me
got
of
mine and dipped.
right.
Those loading screens are long as fuck.
Right.
True.
Yeah, that's like a solid 3-hour venture that
No,
you had
dead
with
ass.
this guy.
Actually,
I thought we were friends. I thought we made a relationship along the way.
right.
I think you are. That he was just communicating in a classic gamer way.
Yeah,
That reminds me of we were playing Gears of War a couple weeks ago. It might have been like, I don't know, early last week or like literally 2 weeks ago, and we had lost, I don't know, 1 out of like 3 games or something like that. And one of the guys messaged me afterwards, and it's always just easy. I'm like, bro, like, yeah, you had like 17 kills, but we won the last 2 out of 3. Like, fuck you.
I like how he messaged you.
Yeah. Like, what did I do? I didn't do it. I didn't like hump you or like, execute you. Like, what the fuck?
Is that a new taunt?
I was about to say, is that something you can do?
Yeah. So when they're down, you just walk up behind them and start humping them because you're just like going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
Oh,
Yeah. You're dry humping them.
You.
Yeah.
Classic
I like
gamer.
I didn't
Bullshit.
I didn't dominate you at the dog park type shit. Like, the fuck, man. Why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? I'm too old to fucking like get involved with that type of conversation.
It is fun every once in a while, though.
Yeah, but
I'm not.
Like what I'm gonna start doing is like, the next time I get like an angry message, I'm just gonna respond like as nicely as possible and be like, "Thank you so much for playing with me. I really appreciate it."
yeah, like a professional email.
Yeah, like I hope we get to
the next
match up
time
again.
I get an angry message, I'm going on the Xbox mobile app and I'm sending a picture of my dog's asshole. That's gonna be my future response.
Do you have a picture waiting?
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna do it in the moment so it's fresh. I'm like, this is what I think of you.
Immediately.
But like, you have to wait until he takes your shit, though.
I'll be like, GG, bro, and then here's my dog's asshole.
Be like, no, but the message
What?
Before,
What the fuck was that?
It's
the message
time for trivia.
Hold on. The message before is like, you did a great job. I'm very happy that I played with you. All this stuff, and then the follow up is just a dirty butthole with a couple dingleberries in there.
Just a video of him shitting.
Trivia.
10 questions, 20 seconds each. It's time for PixelHate Trivia.
All right, y'all. It is time for trivia. I'm Trivia Master now. So the greatest round of trivia ever is on its way. Gentlemen, get your shit. Chris, stop looking so fucking casual.
Wake up, guys.
Are you gonna take points?
Adam always takes the points.
Today's date? 6/19.
Yes.
Yes.
19.
Yes, Chris. It is the 19th of June.
Juneteenth.
You're black.
Not anymore.
All right, let's get to question 1.
We can't let Adam keep getting away with this.
You can't keep getting away with it.
The original Pac-Man title screen shows the official names of the 4 ghosts as Shadow, Speedy, Bashful, and Pokey. The 4 ghosts are more commonly known by their nicknames. For 1 point each, what are those nicknames? You don't have to match the name to the color. Just give me the 4 names of the Pac-Man ghosts.
Oh, how am I supposed to write this? Okay.
You have 30 seconds.
Wow. This is fucked up. I'm blanking on 3 out of 4.
Well, 3 of them rhyme.
I feel like I'm not doing this question right.
I literally don't know.
3 of them rhyme. Hopefully that helps.
Oh, no, I'm doing it right.
And time.
All right.
Yeah, I said Pinky, Blinky, Dinky, and didn't write the 4th one.
I said
To Blinky, Inky, Pinky, and Clyde.
I
Chris?
said, oh, Chris, go
I
ahead.
said Pinky, Winky, and Inky, and I didn't get the last one.
And Jamal.
I said Jinx, Bluey, Red, and Escobar.
What the fuck? What the fuck, dude?
The correct answers are Inky, Blinky, Pinky, and Clyde.
Oh,
So Micah got all 4. Adam, I think you got. Did you get 2?
I got 2.
And Chris also got 2.
Yikes.
And Jamal just a fat ass 0.
You said 1 point each?
Yes.
Okay.
nice.
All right.
All right. Question 2. Which of these games is not a launch title for the Nintendo Wii? A. Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 2. B. Need for Speed Most Wanted. C. Marvel Ultimate Alliance. Or D. Tony Hawk's Downhill Jam.
Okay, so you said which one is not?
Which one is not a launch title for the Nintendo
Can you
Wii?
repeat them?
A is Tenkaichi 2. B is Need for Speed Most Wanted. C. Marvel Ultimate Alliance. Or D. Tony Hawk's Downhill Jam.
Okay.
Ten seconds.
Wrong. Right, you piece of shit.
And time. What do we have?
I said A, Tenkaichi 2.
I also said A.
Oh, I said UA2, so Ultimate Alliance.
I said Need for Speed Most Wanted.
The correct answer is B. Need for Speed
Damn.
Most Wanted.
Fuck, that was my second
yes.
The Need for Speed game that was a launch title was Need for Speed Carbon in, I believe, 2005.
Okay.
Woo!
3. Super Mario Sunshine contains 7 main levels, not counting the hub world, Delfino Plaza, Corona Mountain, or the airport. Name one of the 7 levels. Just any of them. 20 seconds.
Of the Sunshine.
Oh, Mario Sunshine.
Yes, just name one of the
I
levels.
was thinking Galaxy. Fuck. What is the place called?
And time.
I have no fucking idea. I just said Bowser's Castle.
I said, I don't even know what this was called. Like, I just said star/secret/ the no flood zone, where you're just platforming without it. I forgot what those are called though.
Those are the secret shines, but that's not a level.
Okay.
Christopher.
Don't know the names.
Wow. And Micah.
I wrote beach. Like I didn't even finish what I was thinking.
All right, so any of the accepted answers would have been Bianco Hills, Rico Harbor, Pinna Park, Noki Bay, Pianta Village, Sirena Beach, and Gelato Beach. So just fat zeros all around. Way to go, guys.
Cool.
Gelato Beach 2. God.
Way to play to the audience.
Oh, wait till you hear this next one. Psychonauts, the cult classic original Xbox game that, while reviewed very well, failed to hit market expectations, and publisher Majesco experienced quite the financial loss and left the gaming industry altogether. How many years did dedicated fans have to wait between the release of the first game and its sequel?
What was the game again?
Psychonauts.
Okay. Ooh.
How many years in between the release of Psychonauts 1 and Psychonauts 2?
I'm stuck on 2 answers.
have to get the exact amount.
Yes, I will accept 2 different numbers due to like a what's the word?
Technicality.
Yes. Thank you.
Gotcha.
Time. What do we have?
16 years.
I said 20 years.
I said 19 and 20, but my 20 was my first answer. So because you said you accept 2, I gave both.
The correct answer is 16 years.
What? Let's fucking go.
Was it really?
Yes, I will also
That
accept
low?
17 years because of the Linux release that came out the year after.
Wow, really?
Yes, sir.
So it was 2004 and 2020? Or
Hold
was
on.
it 2005?
I
I usually write these down. I should have wrote it down.
My thought was that it came out in like I guess
It's
it is too
2005 and 2021.
Yep.
early. Okay.
For a second, I
Damn.
thought it came out. I know, right?
I knew it came out 21. For 5, damn.
Mhm.
That's what I was thinking. Like, is it 2001 or 2002? I guess
Well,
that
I was thinking too.
Fuck. Damn. And I fucking played both of them, but I didn't play Psychonauts when it first came out, so that's on me. Wow, good job, Chris. Fucking piece of shit.
All right, here's an easy one.
Chris, don't let him get away with this.
Which game currently holds the higher Metacritic score? Gran Turismo 7 or Forza Horizon 5?
Ooh.
You have 20 seconds. Gran Turismo 7 or Forza Horizon 5?
Respectable ass.
Is that the newest Forza?
Yes.
Yes. Which one
Is the most recent entry in both series.
I feel like one is usually known to be better.
They're both damn good.
It depends on what year you're talking.
One is higher, yeah.
But one is usually rated higher.
The answer is obvious, but something.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's time.
Forza.
I say Gran Turismo.
Gran Turismo's Metacritic score, or Gran Turismo 7 for the PlayStation 5, currently holds an 87 Metacritic score. Hold on.
No.
Forza
No,
Horizon
definitely higher.
5.
Forza's definitely higher.
Yes, Forza Horizon
91.
5 holds a 92.
Yeah!
I was
Fucking
scared.
God.
So close.
I knew there was.
I don't think I've ever seen a Forza.
I felt like, see, that was so obvious.
I don't
was
think
like,
No,
I've
there's
ever
like
seen a
no
Forza
Forza
rated
that goes
poorly.
under like 88. Yeah.
I am
Okay.
so good. I got 87 off the dome, and I said 91. God damn, I'm so good.
Get you an Xbox.
All right, so who got that right?
Everyone but
except me.
Jamal.
Ah.
Typical.
I did.
All right, we are halfway done. Love the way this is going. Number 6, the 1999 Sega classic Crazy Taxi is known for the prominent product placement of what 2 real-life restaurants?
Oh, let's go.
25 seconds, go.
What was the question again?
Oh my God. Crazy Taxi has product placement. You can deliver your customers to what 2 real-life restaurants?
I hope the clock is running.
It should have been, but I started it over. Jamal don't know this anyway.
I know this
don't.
off the fucking. Oh my God, this is.
My God, I can't write. I hate this shit.
And time. What do we have?
Take me to the Pizza Hut. Take me to KFC.
I
I
said,
said
pizza.
KFC and McDonald's.
I said Pizza Hut and Burger King.
Jamal.
I was originally thinking McDonald's, and the second one, Subway.
The correct answers are KFC and Pizza Hut.
Take
Okay.
me to the Pizza Hut.
So is it 1 point just in general or 1 point each?
It was 1 point each.
Okay, so Chris got 2.
Yes.
I got 1. Micah got 1. Jamal got
Jamal, bro.
I'm glad. Wait, did you guys all get KFC?
0. No, I got Pizza
You
Hut.
said Pizza Hut. Oh, okay. Yeah.
KFC's
I actually
always
thought it was
been involved
McDonald's
in
at first too. All right, number 7. Valve, developer of such classics as Portal and Half-Life, also published this survival horror FPS series.
Oh, come on.
20 seconds.
Survival horror.
And time. What do we have? Chris, Jamal? Nothing? Really? All of y'all?
Wow.
The correct answer is
Left 4
Dead.
Yeah.
Adam.
That's an easy one.
Yeah.
That is an easy one. Fuck me.
That was a layup, especially for you.
That was you setting this up.
I played the
Damn,
shit out of
bro.
that game. So
I did too. I can't
thought you were
believe I
gonna
fucking.
trick question me. I thought you were gonna be like, actually, they made some bullshit back.
Yeah,
in
I was-
No. I'm being straight up.
But then I would have hit you like, it's still a survival horror game.
Exactly.
Because is Left 4 Dead survival horror, or is it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is. Yeah, it is.
All right, question number 8. Which Saints Row game includes the rival gangs, the Ronin, the Brotherhood, and the Sons of Samedi?
Wait, what did you say?
Which Saints Row game, of which there are 5, includes the rival gangs Ronin, Brotherhood, and Sons of Samedi? There's only one answer.
Only played 2 of these games.
I'm still so blown I missed that last one. That's crazy.
That is weird.
It's either one or the other. I can't remember. God. It's so long. It's been so long. Why would you ask?
I remember when Saints Row 2 came out, it was a little bit bigger than GTA.
It was like very much on par. All right, time. What do we have?
GTA 3.
Saints Row.
What?
Or I'm sorry, Saints Row 3. Sorry.
And Mike, I'm assuming that means Saints Row 1.
Yeah.
Chris is saying 2. Jamal is saying
I said 2.
the correct answer is Saints Row 2.
Damn it.
Fuck.
All right, who said 2?
Fuck.
Chris and Jamal.
Yeah, exactly.
I should have known.
Played it twice.
I
No one
fucking
played
suck
Saints
at
Row
trivia.
1.
Jesus Christ.
I suck at trivia, Adam.
You were so fucked up by that last question, you blurted out a totally different game.
Right.
Yeah. It said GTA 3.
GTA 3.
All right. Let's try and speed this up. Question 9. Actor and former WCW champion David Arquette provides the voice for Eddie Wachowski in what popular snowboarding game? 20 seconds.
He said Eddie Wachowski is the
Oh,
character, right?
you like this shit. I know what it is. There's only one snowboarding game Wopeh would bring up.
I feel like I should know, but I'm gonna.
You should know.
You should know.
It's like one of his favorites.
You should know. What the fuck?
Okay.
Yeah, what
And
is
it?
time.
All
What,
SSX.
what do we have?
SSX.
I need specifics. There are
Sex.
several SSX games. I need
Tricky.
Tricky.
SSX.
Bro, I don't know.
It's tricky. Tricky.
Jamal
I don't know a
SSX
single
tricky.
one.
and Micah.
I don't know a single
Jamal did
one.
not say it. He just said it after we said it.
No, I did say it.
Did you write it down?
Yes. I just put SS tricky, but not SSX tricky. But yes, SSX tricky.
If you wrote SS, you shouldn't have said that because you don't deserve the point. The correct
Yes,
answer
boy,
is
that's why I wrote.
the
what I knew
correct
that I
answer is SSX Tricky.
said. I got it right.
You gotta give me something.
All right. No, yeah.
No,
I mean,
because SSX is the first game. SSX Tricky. I didn't say series. I said what game, and he's only in Tricky with voice acting. In 3, he's just a skin.
No
In-
shot. I
In
would've
SSX
fucking guessed
2012, they don't
Definitely-
they don't speak.
That's the only.
Are you not
game
getting?
that
Are you
Wopeh
not
talked
giving
about.
any of us points for that?
No, you and Chris and I guess Jamal. Yeah, give Jamal. All three, all
Jamal
except for Mike.
just figured out what game it was.
No, I didn't. That's
Wait,
the only.
why doesn't- why
that's
doesn't-
the only SSX game. Wopeh
Whatever.
talks
I'm not mad about the.
Why
point.
doesn't Micah not get points?
Because
Oh, wait.
SSX is the first game. SSX Tricky is the second game. Only Tricky has Eddie.
But we all said SSX.
No, but I said specifically, and you said Tricky, Chris said Tricky, Jamal said Tricky, and Mike was, I don't know any of them. You literally could have just copied them and been fine.
All right.
I'm not a cheater like Jamal.
I
You're
did
not a winner either, bitch. All right, and question number 10. Which one of these is not an actual video game title? Terranigma, Arm Joe,
What did you call it?
Bahamut Island, or Monday Night Combat? Which of these is not a real video game title?
What the?
Oh my god.
You can put A, B, C, or D also if you'd like.
Oh, I wrote it.
All right.
B. Arm Joe.
C. Bahamut Island.
The correct answer is Bahamut Island.
Let's go.
The real
I've seen
game
Monday
is-
Night Combat before.
Yeah, Monday Night Combat was the giveaway. Like that's obviously not it.
The real game is Bahamut Lagoon. I think it's a Dreamcast game or some shit.
When I come up to give away.
What the fuck is Arm Joe?
I have no idea.
Title.
I literally Googled obscure games to get that question.
Fucking horseshit.
Arm Joe sounds like a 70s arcade game.
That was the last.
Yeah, I think you did all right.
I think I got at least
You got at least 5 questions right.
8 points. I think.
Got like 3.
Why is Steam opening up? Stop. Like, what the fuck?
What is Bahamut Island?
It doesn't exist. It's not real.
Yeah, it's the fake game.
Something else.
No, Bahamut Lagoon is the real game.
All right. Fucking horseshit ass. Fucking bullshit ass trivia.
Fucking open up Steam.
All right. In
Oh,
last
that's the
place.
thing Adam says after every trivia.
Last place
Right.
is me, 6.5 points. In fourth place is Wopeh with 9.5 because he's the host. In third place is Chris with 15. Jamal in second place with 16, and in first place is Micah with 17.
Ooh, close race. We love to see it.
Okay.
I've never heard Adam sound so defeated reading
I
the
don't fucking
scorecard.
care. I don't care. I don't give a fuck.
Who's doing trivia next week?
Adam, look here. Are you going to cry, Adam?
Jamal, shut the fuck up. Take off the jacket and show how much of a piece of shit you are. Play some fucking better games, you fucking loser.
Bye, Diablo.
Hey, you gotta let me
I think that was solid trivia.
I can't wait for Final Fantasy 16, the most boring game of all time.
Stop faking like you wouldn't have that
Okay.
game on launch if you had a play. If you had a
That's
PS5.
mad. You just have a
Nah,
PlayStation.
he'd be on Diablo.
It's true.
No, you
That
wouldn't.
is true as fuck.
Matter of fact, Tears of the Kingdom sucks. Fuck all of you. Let's move on.
All right, gentlemen. Someone brought up the topic of our least favorite gaming genres. For me personally, I cannot stand looter shooters. I used to play a lot of Borderlands with Alvaro and Oki, and I fucking hated it. I've never been interested in Destiny, and to be honest, the FPS genre is just so oversaturated as it stands that I can't I hate to sound like that guy, but literally I will only play Call of Duty. Like I don't give a shit about anything else. If there's a game announcement and it's if it's first person anything, to be honest, I don't want to play it. I'm not even gonna lie.
Weird.
I know, but for some reason I don't like first person combat like games like correct me if I'm wrong. I think Dishonored is first person, right?
It is.
Yes.
And like it seems like such a fun game, but for some reason I don't like seeing hands and shit.
Did you
Like
play Cyberpunk?
I would play Cyberpunk if it was a third person game.
So
Like that was one of my things because I felt like that game specifically because you spend all this time making your character and you never see him unless you know.
what I want to
Will
do
you play
if
Starfield?
Wopeh, if
I'm gonna play it because
He's
it's
not
gonna
gonna
be
play
on
it.
Game
He's not
Pass.
gonna play it.
It's gonna be on Game Pass, so yes, I'm gonna play it because I don't have to pay
Starfield
for it.
is third person anyway.
no, it's first and
No,
third.
it's not. Yeah, it's both.
You can do whichever you want.
Starfield?
Yes.
Yeah.
Whenever Wopeh like loses something, like if we have to come up with a punishment, he has to play a first-person horror game because those are two of the genres that he will not play.
I'm never gonna lose anything. So
That's like a dream for me.
I love first-person horror
What if
games.
you come in last place in the fantasy? That would be a great punishment.
the
Forcing you to
last
play
place
that
person
Waffle
is
House.
right next to you. What are you talking about?
Relax.
Mike, you think Forza
I'm not
and
coming in
Starfield
last
aren't
place.
getting 90s? I'm safe as fuck.
He's not lying.
I'm not gonna win,
Jamal,
but
yeah,
I'm
Jamal's
safe as fuck. I'm so
Jamal's
safe.
dangerously close to, like by default, after half a year coming in last place, unless he trades up for some like sneaker picks that are still available. Not
I
happening.
don't know if there's any good games left, but
Honestly, there's no unclaimed games.
I mean, there are definitely some games that we haven't picked up that
Of
are going to get
course.
like 87s, 88s, but nothing's going to get like over 90 unless it's like this is the greatest puzzle game of the year. Like
Right, like some bullshit.
well, you have Pikmin, right? Oh no, I have Pikmin.
Ah!
That's tough.
he can always
be fine.
trade. He can always trade something if he picks something good up and
I'll be fine.
Are you sure?
No, you
Yes.
you
No,
Again,
you
What if
won't.
your
Half
games
of your
don't
games
come
are
out?
not
What
coming
if
out.
your games
I
don't
will
come
be-
out, Jamal?
Get ready to learn the
I'll find
Waffle
a
House
way.
menu,
I'll be
buddy.
fine.
Copium.
I'll be
He's
fine.
Get ready to
huffing it.
learn Chinese, buddy.
Get ready to learn Chinese.
I will.
Jamal, get yourself
What?
a mobile hotspot. Find your nearest Waffle House and prepare yourself because you're not winning. I'm sorry.
I am winning. If I'm not winning, I'm not losing. If anything,
Jamal, who's closest to last place?
who's closest to last place?
Like realistically, like actually, if I check this shit right now, right?
Who would be? Where did Adam go anyway?
I don't know. But if we want to do a quick recap of the scores, Chris, 94.5 average off of 2 games. Chris is safe as fuck. Rise of the Ronin, I don't know. I'm not crazy about that one. But Lies of P and Final Fantasy 16 are looking good. Adam still has a 92, well, with just 1 game. Hades, there's no way Hades is getting under an 88. Blasphemous 2, Final Fantasy 7 is a 90. Baldur's Gate, nah.
I don't know. I don't even know if Rise of Ronin is gonna come out this year because I haven't heard a fucking peep about it. So that's why I picked up Mortal Kombat as fucking insurance. So yeah.
I think you're
It's just
good.
trying to win the holiday season, so they're saving all their bangers.
Can we take a moment to talk about how fucking scumbag of the year Chris is for the way he handled Mortal Kombat?
I mean, we can.
Remember Atomic Heart?
What a
Like,
shit
we don't
game.
talk about that.
Sorry,
Fucking
let me not
Chris.
call it shit, but what an underwhelming Microsoft exclusive. This is why I was so worried about Starfield, but thank God for that trailer because now I feel like okay.
What you eating, Adam?
I got a vegan chicken cheese steak.
Where'd you get that from?
So there's no cheese, there's no chicken, there's no steak.
You're an idiot. There's a place up here called Johnny Rad's. Pretty fucking fire food, and a lot of it's vegan, so I'm pumped. I'm so hungry. I haven't eaten since this morning. I had eggs, and I put some salsa on it, and that was it. And I haven't eaten since like 9:30. So, pardon me.
Eggy, saucy.
What the fuck is in it?
Vegan chicken, vegan cheese, and vegetables.
Awesome.
I feel like that's a made-up sandwich. Doesn't exist.
It's a stunt sandwich.
Are you guys like okay? Is everything okay? What's
We're
going
waiting
on?
for you to finish eating.
Oh.
But you're grubbing down.
Motherfucker. Nah, eat it on camera. I want to see it.
I want one too.
Yeah, take a bite. Motherfucker.
Right, I'm skipping dinner right now. This is crazy.
Well,
We're hungry too, bitch.
I was going to town.
right.
Right.
I'd love to eat on I was gonna say eat on stream, but eat while we
fine.
record.
That's fine.
You should do that. Have a pizza party.
I'm allowed to do whatever I want because this is my podcast.
You're right. The Adam Quigley podcast.
Yeah, Adam Quigley podcast.
Don't you guys have any shame saying that?
Who is you guys? He said it. You were the first person to call it the Adam Quigley podcast, Jamal.
Mm-hmm.
He was.
Right, don't you have any shame? What the fuck?
Yeah.
I didn't say it. Not now, at least.
I'm eating quick though.
Are you?
Mm-hmm.
Looks like
Show.
you're savoring every bite, homie.
Mm-hmm.
Wopeh, remember that pizza eating contest?
That you won.
Yeah.
Somehow.
It's Tanner's fault. Is Tanner there?
He's downstairs.
Call him up here real fast.
You just weren't focused.
Because of Tanner, it was his fault.
Hold on. Tanner!
Were you
Come
ever
here.
good in those psychology experiments where you had to do like a math test and someone would like be over your shoulder trying to make you uncomfortable?
No, but that actually sounds really funny. I've never done that. I hate doing anything with anyone watching me.
You
Oh.
walk in. You're fine.
I see you did not touch the salad at all. Just completely ate the sandwich first.
First, yeah, absolutely.
All on camera too.
Yo, Tanner.
Tanner, bring your tall ass in frame.
Do I have any sauce on my face?
Yes.
No,
Tanner, I literally haven't seen your face since like 2021. Jamal said, do you remember the pizza eating contest freshman year?
I remember the ghost of Jamal being there. And then all of a sudden, I felt like it was a 3-person race. And then they stopped it. And I just looked over and Jamal was just done.
And it's because I guess you thought I was going to win for some reason. You stood in front of me and tried to distract me. You stood in front of me and tried to distract me. And meanwhile, Jamal is and no one's fucking looking.
I saw Jamal eat, like, I'll never forget. I saw him eat his last slice, kind of like a slow motion of like, I was realizing that like I was going to lose. And I also just was not expecting it. And I don't know how to describe in my head how smoothly I envisioned that pizza going down his throat. Like he just ate, like I don't like he was just was like shoving it down like cartoon style. It didn't make any sense. Yeah, no, I was pretty I was upset.
Oh shit!
Who else was in that? It was you, me, Jamal. I feel like Beatwell was there for some reason.
Was Stokes in it?
Stokes,
Charles,
Tommy.
Tommy or Robbie, one of those two, or both.
It's racist.
Right.
No, I think both were in it.
Oh, okay. It's not racist anymore.
Yeah,
Because I know Tommy was there.
it was definitely a very diverse panel. As the minority, I thought I needed to be a little bit standoutish, and I got worked.
I still regret not joining.
I remember when the class of 10 did theirs, Alan ended up throwing up in the bathroom.
I do remember that.
I don't remember why. I think it was because he saw someone else eat and it just made him want to yak. I don't know.
I also remember him throwing up a lot, like more than you just like pictures. Like I can see him throwing up in multiple places in my head, and I feel like that's not really a thing you should do when you think about one person.
Right.
Why were you guys talking about the pizza eating competition?
Jamal just brought it up out of fucking nowhere.
I forgot
Because Adam was eating, and I guess.
Well,
Bunching and shit.
in terms of like high school achievements, Jamal, or just like your high school experience, where was winning the pizza eating contest like on that chart?
It'll definitely be no higher than 3.
What are 2 and 1?
2 and 1. One of them, no specific order. I would say playing football.
No, but we're talking about an accomplishment.
Oh,
Just like a one-off thing.
I have to think about that because I never really thought about that.
Where does the first time you had sex rank on that list?
Well,
Would you rather have had sex or won the pizza eating competition?
have sex?
Loser.
I don't believe that.
Pizza eating contest was cool. I'm glad I got to try a smoothie king because of it. But
Which one did you do first? Did you win the pizza eating contest or did you lose your virginity?
Yeah, man.
They happened at the same time. He lost his virginity to that medium cheese pizza.
That medium
That
cheese
day.
pizza.
Oh shit.
Or just like somebody like judging
Somebody
him,
rewarded
so
him for winning
impressed.
in the staircase.
They're just
or
so
some shit.
impressed by his performance. They're just like, girls' locker room now.
Jamal, the pizza eating legend.
You almost won. I'm gonna blow you.
I'll be honest, I was pretty upset when I lost.
So was I.
Darian was wearing a bib, if I recall correctly.
Yeah.
So I was kind of acting kind of
getting all elegant.
and like Wopeh, but it was very aggressive to just be in Wopeh's face eating pizza.
Damn, man.
You done eating, Adam?
Yeah, you fucking finished?
You didn't eat your tomatoes. What's up with that?
Yeah,
I eat like fucking
vegetables,
5 of
Adam.
them. There's still 13 left.
Roma.
Roma tomates.
Roma.
Thank you for joining us, Tanner. You will be clipped.
No problem. Enjoy your future pizzas.
Micah is so checked out.
Jamal orders pizza with at a party. And he's like, I want a pizza. And you got
It just says it every time. Can I get a name for the order? Pizza eating champion 2010.
Yes.
All right. Are we down to talk more about the genres we hate now that Adam has completed his meal?
I mean, I thought that you guys were just gonna keep on talking through me eating.
Well,
No.
That's rude.
Isn't it?
On my part or your part?
Micah?
My least favorite game genre. That's tough because I play a lot of different types of games, and I feel like every time I feel like I don't like a genre like RTSs, I end up suddenly liking it after a few years. I don't.
It doesn't have to be like a genre like you hate. Like, what's your least favorite? Like, you don't enjoy.
Well, yeah,
it?
like when I actively try to avoid.
Yeah.
JRPGs, specifically turn-based JRPGs.
what?
Nah, they
I'm
can
not
be
talking
mad
Final
long.
Fantasy.
They can be mad fucking
I'm
long.
not talking Final Fantasy. I'm talking Xenoblade, some of the Weeaboo games on Game Pass.
The Weeaboos.
Soda?
the Tail series.
You said Zelda?
I said
Tails isn't
Persona.
turn-based.
I've never played Persona, so I don't know.
It's
But
so
like
good.
that is one, and I'm talking the super anime turn-based games. Like it's like the girl with her tits out on the cover, and then you start it up, and it's fan service from start to finish.
The Tale series, it's all of that.
Yeah, I don't know. I can play the most boring games in the world, like fucking Age of Empires and shit. I can't sit there and sit through and hentai noises the entire game. Like, bro, I'm too old for that now. I don't care. Yeah, and some people aren't too old; they'll never grow out of it. But I find those fan servicey JRPGs like insulting.
They're very cringy. They can be mad cringy.
Well,
I think fan service in
I just
general
feel
is
like
super cringy, but that's just me.
it's made for a demographic that I don't fit into. I should say the Genshin Impact enjoyers. Yeah,
Have any of you ever actually tried to play that?
No.
A
We
little
tried
bit
at
in
the
the
very
beginning.
beginning, but fuck that game.
Dead ass.
It's
Yeah,
the
it's made
ultimate
for,
gotcha, so fuck all that.
it's made for horny boys, horny men, I should say. 40-year-old horny Asian men.
That sounded
Targeted.
that sounded very targeted.
It's personal.
Very race fueled.
Not on Juneteenth.
No, not on Juneteenth.
Not on Juneteenth.
That's tragic. I'd say it's crazy to think that like I don't really like this genre now, but I don't really like RTSs anymore. I used to play a lot of Command and Conquer coming up, especially like Red Alert. I really enjoyed those games, but there's zero interest nowadays to even get close to one of those games. I don't like MOBAs at all. Do we count battle royales as a genre?
Now,
Yeah.
yes. Yeah.
Because if we're counting that as a genre, and I've been very vocal about this even before we made the switch to PixelHate, that battle royales are like the bane of my existence.
Bro, if they came out with a Halo Battle Royale, you would play it.
Yeah.
And you would
Sure.
like it.
I would dabble in it, but the whole battle royale aspect of it really just kills it for me. And I remember sending a text to the group, and I was like, if they came out with a Gears of War battle royale, I would play that religiously. Now, is it because it's a battle royale? Not at all. It's more so because it's a Gears of War, that style of gameplay, all that. Like, I would love to play that just because what is happening right now?
Sorry. I'm still
He's
new to
just
this house, so
clipping
checking
the
to see if there is light here. There isn't.
All right. Get a lamp.
Oh yeah, I can't imagine how dark it is. And
It's very dark in here.
oh, Adam,
I
Wopeh's
told my
background
friend-
looks like how my camera was when you started recording.
You
Hold
what?
on, is this better?
That is bad. Oh, it was.
It looks like a SWAT team just jumped in your bedroom.
Like shit. I'm actually not in my room. I'm in the office, but yeah.
There's not an overhead light in the office.
No, bro.
Get a
Like
lamp.
it's a weird house, Fred. There's there's only lights in the halls and in the kitchen.
That is very frustrating.
And like there's no light in my room. There's a light in the closet.
What
Right.
the fuck
It's
kind of
just a
Dr.
crack house.
Seuss? Yeah. What? Yeah. It's
Listen,
just-
I don't fucking.
did you guys fucking rent a halfway home? Like, what is happening right now?
I don't know. But this, I'm gonna keep this here.
It's
Your camera looks better.
A cracked in, Adam. That's
I'm gonna hold my phone with its flashlight right here.
a
You
crack.
could also just prop it.
I cannot.
He's got like
Actually,
booby traps on the stairs and shit.
Yeah. What kind of fucking like?
listen. I just fully moved in like literally on Saturday. I'm still trying to figure shit out, you know.
What kind of supernatural ass home did you guys just rent?
A
Well,
crack.
Come over next
Well, you
time
don't
there
gotta
is
move
an
in
event.
for ceiling lights.
Someone said I cracked in.
Yes, I heard Chris.
Yeah,
the
we
fifth
heard him.
time.
My bad.
Good.
Oh, Chris is getting
Someone said.
comfortable.
So comfortable.
Yeah. So I'll if we're counting it as a genre, I'll say battle royales. I've been very vocal about that. Fuck that genre. Gears of War battle royale. If it came out, I'd play it, but I'd also just prefer Gears 6. So.
All right, Katniss.
What?
You said, "All right, Katniss."
No, I heard him.
That one's a thinker, but I liked it. That was good, Chris.
My bad.
Well,
Anyways, Hunger Games, Adam. Hunger Games. So mine is the very specific simulator games that have been fucking showing up out of nowhere for no reason, i.e. the My Name is Mayos of the world. I hate that shit.
You don't like Goat Simulator?
No.
That's crazy.
What is My Name is Mayo?
It's a stupid ass simulator that people get platinum trophies. That's all that they're good for. It's
Oh.
So you don't like simulator parodies?
Yes.
So you don't like Untitled Goose Game?
No.
That is nuts.
I don't like them.
I figured you would like the wacky, like directionless nonsense.
Yeah, because they're making fun of other games.
Yes, I understand the concept. I just don't like the games.
That's fair. I'm surprised.
Yeah, really.
I really didn't expect you to say that. Jamal, what you got?
You're wrong.
outside of racing games, I don't like Sims. I just
Like
find them
True
very-
Sims?
Or The Sims?
like true Sims, like simulator type games.
Oh, now you're wilding.
Wait, which games? Like, I need like an example.
It could be anything. I don't know. I
Like
just
Roller
feel
Coaster
bored with playing.
Tycoon?
Yeah,
Oh,
stuff
fucking
like that. Like this kind of thing.
Trains, the shit.
Like,
I can understand
Farming
not wanting
Simulator.
to play
Yeah,
Goat
City
Simulator.
Skylines.
What about like Microsoft's Flight Simulator or like Dirt or even like Gran Turismo? That's a true sim. I'm saying
Flight
you don't like-
Simulator
Why is that
is
outside of
barely a
racing games?
game.
That's not true.
That's also not true. They just came out with a bunch of gamey shit, but
The
you don't
City
even
Skylines
like
didn't
racing sims.
Jamal,
I
didn't you
No,
said
he said
outside of
aside
racing.
from, yeah.
Jamal, didn't you say that City Skylines, like you even wanted to give it a shot?
I want to give it a shot because of the Dune. It looked cool, but then
No, that's
I wouldn't
Flight
play it.
Simulator. Dune
Yeah, I
is
know.
Flight Simulator.
yeah, but I wouldn't play it for long. Like I'll play it, I'm like okay, but then I'll just get bored of it really quickly. So it's like, like I'm good off of this.
So you'd rather play a battle royale?
It has to be good enough. I like the idea of battle
Fuck no.
royales.
No, fuck
I
no, you
like
wouldn't.
the idea of battle royales, but I wouldn't play it by
Okay,
myself.
I like the idea. Of
What
simulator
do you
games.
hate about battle royales? I don't understand.
Me?
Yes.
Because it's just fucking, it's rinse and repeat with zero reward. There's no satisfaction other than winning.
Ooh.
But how often do you win unless you're a fucking like streamer who's like, this is my life?
Hey, Adam.
Isn't that
Me and-
like all
me and
FPS
Wopeh and
online
Jamal have
matches?
won.
I've won too, and it's not that satisfying.
Yes, it is.
It's
Yes,
not.
it is.
Good.
Winning a
once
battle
you-
royale is one of the most thrilling.
That
like,
part isn't. Yeah,
No, but
definitely.
on top of that, and I've already
satisfying.
expressed this before, like it's such a gimmick. Like the fact that you don't see games like Call of Duty being like, hey, what about the driving aspect of these games? Why don't we make a simulator out of this? And it all comes back to money. I fucking get it. We don't have to have that conversation. But why is that the gimmick? Why is that the gimmick that everyone latches onto?
Well, battle royales, specifically battle royales, are always free to play money bringers. Like,
And I fucking hate it. Like I don't hate the free to play model necessarily. It's not inherently bad. It's egregious when companies just fucking go overboard with it. Yeah. And again, this is
Well,
conversation that we
battle royales are perfect for shops. Like they're
right.
perfect for
And people are
cosmetics.
so dumb that they're gonna keep on fucking buying into it. Because they're not MMOs.
I don't think so anymore. I think we're way past the like, oh, every game has a battle royale now. When was the last time you saw a game announce a battle royale?
It's true.
It's been a minute. It's been a while.
Yeah,
Well,
like
there was
the phase of it.
Anymore.
There was a time where like
overwhelming phase of it is done.
I know. I'm saying we're out of that.
And
like,
No, I'm
okay,
with you.
past
Yeah,
that at
I'm
this
with you.
all right. Okay. So then that left a bad taste in my mouth. If there's a time where pinpoints where I'm like, all right, I'm not cool with this genre.
Yeah, that's fair.
Is as soon as Call of Duty came out, and now they're releasing games just to put battle royales out.
Mm-hmm.
And fucking Fortnite coming out with just nonstop shit, and I applaud them for doing the whole like creator, Unreal Engine 5 creator stuff. Like they're venturing a little bit away from the battle royale concept. But there was a moment where we're like, okay, Halo's talking about getting a battle royale, Call of Duty's already in there. Fucking, they were probably talking. There's a fucking Final Fantasy battle royale, Final Fantasy 7, whatever the fuck it was.
The Super Mario thing.
Super Mario.
It was like a
Mario
Super Mario
35.
Brothers.
Super Mario
Yes.
35. Yep.
But that was a limited time thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well,
So like that
Tetris
came
one,
out
too.
right around when they were doing that like back to back with new games, but that was like
Does-
3 years ago. I don't
does
think we've
Fall
seen
Guys-
anything like that since.
Does Fall Guys count as a battle royale?
Fall Guys is probably one of the best battle royales there are. If there's any pioneers for that shit, it's like Fortnite, Fall Guys, and maybe Warzone.
I
like
would put
Tarkov.
PUBG. I would put PUBG
Yeah.
over Warzone because
Yeah, I'll
PUBG
put
did it
PUBG,
first.
yeah.
also.
Or H2. If we're going that far back, it goes to like HZN1, whatever the fuck
Yeah.
that game's called. But like since then, there hasn't been. No one came to the showcases being like, guess
either
what?
way, fuck battle royales. In my opinion, that's just me. I don't like it. It's stemmed from being a money grabbing gimmick, and I don't like that. And I guess you could say that about any fucking genre, but like there was a period where fucking IPs that had no right venturing into that realm were considering it, and I don't like it. So yeah, anyways,
Well,
is that
nobody
everyone?
cares what you like, Adam?
All right. So this can kind of be like a double header. They can kind of
Don't forget your shit at your new house anymore. Fuck you.
thank you. They can kind of blend into one another. The first one is going to be how do video games help people cope with issues such as anxiety, depression, anger management, even deeper rooted issues
I'm
like
about to tell you how it's about to help me get through my issues.
bipolar,
Diablo tonight.
even stuff. Thank you, Chris. Don't interrupt again. Thank you. No, but like this is actually relatable to Chris. I don't want to call you out or nothing, but just personal issues. You can kind of go all over the place. Marital stuff, relationship stuff, just having lack of like in-person friends, stuff like that. There's all kinds of stories that we can kind of reference and pinpoint. I guess the first thing there, because again, there are so many ways that we can take this conversation. I'll start in the sense that there have been times where I've been in a really dark place mentally, just with work, with life, commuting to work. I'm still doing the commute now. I still drive like an hour to work and an hour home. It's gotten better. Moving up to Baltimore at first, I was really excited, and over time, like I'm talking within a couple months, was really tough on me. And being able to cope with those emotions by playing video games with my friends, with you guys, with other friends, it helped a lot. Sometimes it can kind of get to that point where all I do is sit for like 8-9 hours a day and just play games, and I don't really do a whole lot outside of that. It has gotten better, but during that time it was tough. I had other ventures to kind of help myself, but video games have always been a way for me to express and just kind of like be with myself and think about what I'm playing, think about what I'm doing, think about how I'm going to get past this next objective, and not just sit there and mope and be sad with myself without any way of just kind of expressing my creative freedoms. And I think that it has a very very unique way of helping someone. Not every this is a case by case thing, obviously, but with me, and it's not just this most recent time. It's been all throughout my life where I've had very tough times. But all I wanted to do at the end of the day, through all the bullshit, was come home and play a game and just have fun in that regard, because I felt like I couldn't have fun anywhere else. It's tough. It's tough. There's no right way to have this conversation, but video games, there's a reason why we have a video game podcast, because this has been rooted in our lives from basically birth. And whether it's competitive or just like a solo adventure where you feel like this is all me, you feel like there's a gratification, there's a satisfaction, there's a sense of accomplishment and achievement. There's a reason why consoles nowadays have achievement factors, whether it's you platinum a game, you get trophies, you get diamond achievements on Xbox. Nintendo, you can see your progress in certain games, stuff like that. PC games, whether you're going through Steam or through Xbox, you can see how far you've come. When you feel like you might not have reached any of those accomplishments and achievements in your actual life, you have those achievements through gaming. And again, there's a balance you need to have, but I think it's very essential for people that are really, really involved in gaming, like us.
I mean, yeah, everything you said makes sense. I always, when it comes to this conversation, I like to bring up 2020 and the pandemic, of course. Gaming sales skyrocketed, right? Because so many people were in the house and just didn't have enough outlets to be creative and do things that were fun. Like, you can only sit in front of the couch and watch TV, for so long before, you get bored. Me specifically, when my mom first originally caught COVID, she was sick for like 20 straight days, and she would just sleep for like 16 hours a day, just not really, doing much. And I couldn't really go into the living room and communicate with her. My dad was always in his room. So that's when I was able to finally pick up Red Dead and really start to hammer in. And when we talk about gaming and people don't really recognize gaming as an art form, you have to look at games like this, which tell great deep stories, things that are not just a distraction, but this is something with a theme. This is something with heavy subject matter. This is something that you can really sink your teeth into. And if you're in a dark place, if you're feeling like you're just in a place where things aren't coming easily to you, games like that can do so much. They can do so much. It's the same as reading a book or watching a movie that you really love, just something that you can really connect with, right? And when it comes to, oh my God, I wanted to hop on something else that Adam had said, but I just feel like the more people start to recognize gaming for what it is rather than just a time sink in totality, people will realize the benefits and especially again during the pandemic, when you couldn't really go and hang out with friends, being on Xbox Live, this is the communication that we got. This is how we were able to socialize.
Well, I've always thought it's funny how people judge you for playing games and then they sit on their phones for 8 hours a day just scrolling on Twitter. It's the same shit, and you're not even participating in it, except one is way more mindless than the other.
Exactly.
You're doing so much more with your brain when you play a game.
You're actively trying to figure out puzzles. Your hand-eye coordination is at an all-time high.
Yeah.
you're constantly thinking of strategies, how to overcome, whether you're competing against someone else or you're playing a solo adventure. What's the best way to go about this? Whereas you're scrolling on your phone, all you're doing is going through Instagram. You're liking, you're commenting, hey, nice picture. You're liking. It's shit like that.
Oh, fuck. Bless you, you sick freak.
Jesus.
I got full body sneezes, full body contractions.
Disgusting.
So, all right, I'm about to go into a little personal shit. I am now breaking up with the person that I've been with for like the past 7 years. So that's a huge life shift and a life deal. And of course, video games have been here the whole time. So when I feel like life is giving me lemons and shit, I try to make lemonade in video games. So I try to play shit that makes me feel really powerful in moments like this, because yeah, you can get down and stuff and you can feel like life is kicking the shit out of you, and then you throw on Last of Us and you run around as Joel for a couple hours smashing people's heads, and you're like, oh yeah, I feel pretty damn good. So I've been playing, like I've been telling you guys, I've been playing Last of Us Part 1, and that has put me in a really good mood. And Spider-Man always puts me in a fucking good mood and makes me feel really, really powerful. So again, taking that real life and going into a video game and escaping where you don't feel so powerful, you don't feel so goddamn tough, especially during a goddamn breakup. Everybody's been there, everybody knows what that is, and especially after a long time of being with somebody, it hurts even more. So and then on that same note, I'm so glad to have great games to play with friends and shit right now. And like, I'm so excited to play Diablo with you guys tonight, because it's been a really long time since I've been able to play with you guys because of everything that's been going on. Like, I haven't had internet at my house. Like, I fucking just been super busy trying to move all my stuff out. Just a bunch of craziness, but I'm happy to have you guys in video games along the way, every step.
It's real.
Very real.
I say for me, video games was a place for me to be somewhere else. So if something was just going on, in my life, but I couldn't really go anywhere else to kind of like gain some separation from that, I'd use video games. And as you guys know, like adventure games, one of my favorite games. I can get lost in them. I love being like just the music and just adventure that you can have out in those games. So it's definitely a good way to just forget about whatever's going on and immerse myself into a whole nother new location.
I feel that it's like it's kind of the same thing that I have with coaching, and all of us at one point or another have played an organized sport. Obviously, the most universal one for us is football. Like, we've all played football in high school. Played other sports in college, whatever the case is. But being able, it's similar in a specific regard. And that regard is being able to kind of just forget about the outside world for a given amount of time. We tell our kids all the time, as hard as it is, when you're focusing on practice and the game and trying to just improve yourself in one facet of life, you just forget about all the other bullshit, all the outside shit that's going on in life, because life sucks, right? And there are things you have to find joy in, you have to find pride in, you have to find kind of like a brotherhood of camaraderie in, and sports and video games. And that's why there's esports. They kind of go hand in hand nowadays. But there's a reason why people buy into them so heavily, is because it not in a sense distracts you, but it helps you just kind of be somewhere else, like Jamal just said. When things aren't going your way, whether it's financially, emotionally, personally, physically. They're all types of people from all walks of life that are playing games, playing sports, doing those kinds of things to help just understand that one thing isn't your entire life. And we all know, like I said earlier, there's a balance. Video games aren't our entire lives, but there's a reason we do what we do, because we love video games. We love what video games have done for us. They've been there, whether the developers and publishers know it or not. They have helped us at one point or multiple points throughout our lives, and this carries over to many other people, millions upon millions of other people. And I feel like some people that don't, like our parents, a lot of our parents don't play video games, but if they just took a chance to play a video game, even if they did back in the 90s, early 2000s, that they tried again, I'm sure they would have the same love for that experience the same way we did, and currently do. And I hope that like this message just reaches like one person that kind of at one point or another kind of judged someone for playing a little too long. Like, why are you like, what's the accomplishment that you're gaining from this? Why are you watching other people play games? Why are you playing games on stream? Like, why won't you come downstairs and talk to us instead of playing the game? And it's like, well, there are reasons, even if we can't pinpoint them, which we're trying to do right now. There are reasons why. It's not just because we're dumb, aimless creatures. Like,
why are you listening to a video game podcast? Because I'm hanging out with my buddies.
It's community. You get a lot of community at a gaming, and that's the most underrated part of it all.
Exactly. So we just wanted to kind of just touch on that. We could have this conversation forever, as most conversations that we do have on the show, but we felt like it was time to kind of break it down a little bit. Why do we do this? What's so important about video games? I just felt like, I wanted to, me personally, I just wanted to express be a little bit more down to earth instead of just trying to make this as funny and as entertaining as possible. Some people might want to hear this over all the other stuff that we do, over trivia. And so there you go. And we may come back to this conversation. If you have any input, please be sure to comment on any of our videos, any of the TikTok videos, send a review on Spotify, Apple Podcast, all the above. Because we've said it time and time again, we want more feedback. We want more community input, just comments, just whether it's negative, positive, all the above. This is a very open-ended question and discussion. So we just wanted to touch on this a bit. We may come back to it later, but I think we've all said a good amount now. So we're going to move on to the next topic.
Last thing, Adam, if you're going through some shit, know that if nobody else cares, nobody else loves you, we at PixelHate love you. That's all.
From the PixelHate community ourselves. So there's an ongoing thing. It may have died down a bit, but it's still ongoing. It's going to be ongoing for a long time, if not forever now. The advancement in AI technology, whether you've seen it on TikTok, on YouTube, even some of the podcasts that you might listen to, and even some like your work, AI is as of now, it's arguably the future for many industries. And one of the biggest ones that we're seeing currently is Hollywood, the movie making business. Who knows how long it's going to go on for, but the writer strike. So basically, in order to cut costs, a lot of companies, corporations are considering using AI to develop scripts, use it for screenwriting, and just creative ventures all around. And a lot of people are upset with that, right? And reasonably so, because you don't want to take out the human aspect of creativity. That's how all of this has gotten started. But again, in order to cut cost, in order to not pay anyone, but to use free software and free technology, as of now, that is not currently regulated, which a lot of people are pushing for that. again, these companies and corporations want to utilize AI and just computer generated scripts. Do we think that video games might fall into that same void?
So video games are unique because we've had to deal with this already for years, Adam. Like Oblivion, the map was partially AI generated. Like, so that all the way back then we were already in the AI generated fucking, no man's land. So now with scripts and shit, it's coming. There's the writers can get mad all they want to, but Chat GPT can fucking write you a script in 5 minutes and a pretty decent one, and then somebody else will come in and fucking I guess scrub it and make it look fucking good, and that'll be it. But I'm telling you, this is the future. We're already in it. So
technically, procedural generation has been around for a while.
No Man's Sky is
already it's already practiced what people are a little bit worried about, where it's like, oh no, the creativity will be lost. So like, is that really worthy of concern? I do think it's worthy of concern to talk about like writing and character designs or like scripts, because when it comes down to crediting the creators of these games, you don't want to like have a game like God of War Ragnarok be completely written by AI, and then when the awards ceremony comes up, it's just a bunch of dudes that programmed an AI to write everything and make the game. But I don't think it's realistic to think that like an entire game, like a AAA game, will be made by AI. Sure, we're gonna get an AI game, Mikey, eventually.
I don't know.
With how strong, I mean, maybe several decades down the line when AI has completely like shifted from where we're at now. Right now, we have no idea like what the potential of that technology is. In its current state, no shot. No way.
Right.
But pieces of it, sure. Like we may get AI generated concept art, AI generated 3D models, AI generated scripts, whatever, backstories, lore, yada yada, but not a full game.
How do you feel about it?
I feel that procedural generation has been around for a while, so when it comes to like actual in-game assets, I think it's fun because game development is expensive, and if you have to cut corners to like speed that process up, especially for games we've been waiting for like decades for, yeah, bring it on. If it means I get the next Gears of War and you have to AI generate some of the fucking maps, I'm down, and just like polish it up later on. Or if it means that like you bring a dead franchise back to life because it's completely, generated and you didn't have to like put too much development time into it, that's fine. As long as it's good at the end of the day.
I would not be surprised. I'm sorry. I just want to say I would not be surprised if in the future we start seeing people advertising, oh, this game was not touched by AI. Like I could totally see Kojima being like,
yeah, I think it'll get to that point.
Yes.
Yeah, I do
for
too.
sure.
Because there's a matter of
which
like
is sad
heart
to say,
that's lost.
But that's part of where my point is like in the actual places it matters, like a game story, some of the character designs, like an artist, an artist's input. Technically you're taking away people's jobs for one part of that, and then second part is like there's something more like feel good about knowing someone wrote in an incredible game like Red Dead 2 versus like an AI made it just to like hit all the points that they know that you're programmed to like. You know what I mean? Like an AI sees what's popular and what's trending, and it'll be like,
exactly.
Well, no. That's not true. What the AI does is it does what it's programmed to do. It doesn't automatically do that. And so
not all AI.
What'll happen is people will program AIs to look at all facets of entertainment. And then they will tell the AI what to use, what not to use, and it'll be a progression. And so we are going to see whether it's explicit or not, whether it's disclosed or not, we are going to see games that are, aside from the exact gameplay and aside from how like characters are like their backstories are developed, and I think that even then that will become a venture of AI. But aside from actually how the gameplay is programmed, I think we're going to get a couple games here and there, and who knows how it turns out, but they're going to be completely AI generated, whether they're AA or AAA titles. We are going to see that.
What I'd like to see is this, and this has already been developed by some modders, is games like Bethesda games using AI for like infinite dialogue options. So like there's a Skyrim mod where your follower is completely AI generated, and they basically have tons of things to say because an AI is just constantly coming up with stuff to say and whatever for like certain situations. And what I'd like to see is, instead of select dialogue options, we can actually type out what we want to say, and then the AI reads it, and then in the character's voice responds. That's something that I'm totally into, and I think that it actually innovates. Something that doesn't innovate is having an AI entirely write your game for you, and like entirely make art. You know, that's not innovation. That's
how AI should be used, because AI is a tool
to enhance the gaming experience, not
exactly.
To
it's not this all-encompassing being. It's not this godlike presence. It's a tool.
Which is why Grove Street Games got into so much goddamn trouble with the fucking San Andreas GTA 3 remakes. That shit was garbage because they used they didn't have enough time to finish remaking the game, so they were like, oh, put it through an AI. It'll do everything for no. You fucked up royally, and this is what we get. We don't get games like Elden Ring if they procedurally generate everything. It doesn't happen. So we
just like how we said how procedural generation has been around for at least a decade now in terms of gaming. But when we're talking specifically about mapping, if this is just speculation, when it comes to the upcoming game Starfield, if you guys recall in the actual direct that they had, the companion that you have on your ship, the big robot, I can't remember the name of it, but whatever your name is, and now I don't know if you pick from a list of names or you put your name in and then the robot calls you that name, but the robot will say your name. It'll say Captain, like for me, it'll say Captain Quigley.
Technology was also in Fallout 4.
Right. But this, like, it's going to be even more advanced. Now, are they using AI to do it with that same voice?
Probably.
Who knows?
No.
Again, this is speculation.
No, it's the same thing as Fallout 4. It's not AI. It's just a program that they have set to read off like what you type in.
Right. That's been in other games, but what AI could be used for in that regard is having conversations using your name to generate a line that is pre-programmed, but with your name inserted, and then it uses that same voice that is programmed in the AI. That's again, this is speculation. It may not be the case. And Fallout 4 it came out in 2015, or was it even before that? I don't remember. But you know that the technology has advanced, and especially with how AI has come up, you don't think that Bethesda Softworks has ventured into that realm to any degree, especially for this game. We might already be seeing it. There's a chance. I'm not saying that that is the case, but there's a chance.
Do you think that the 1,000 planets are procedurally generated?
Some of course they are. They said that they are. And
there's going to be 20 set planets that they've handcrafted, and then there's like resource planets that you can infinitely go to and check out what's going on there. But they'll have some of their biggest cities ever in the set planets.
The thing is, with a game like Starfield, where outer space is the setting, it's one of those things where it's like procedurally generating shit is necessary, because how else do you overcome the limitation of human, of human ability for the vastness of space? There has to be something creating it for you. And it's going to be very, very situational. And I don't think I don't think companies are going to go as far as to advertise AI generation as like the main talking point of
Advertising, no.
Yeah, and they shouldn't,
Advertising, no.
because it's going to leave a bad taste in people's mouths.
In terms of developing the game,
it has to happen.
They will definitely use AI to create the game. I see a company like EA. I see a company like Blizzard. I see even a company like Ubisoft going down that route. And we've already said Blizzard or Bethesda. They might already be going down that route. But I see tons of video game companies kind of going this route. The last thing I'll say on this topic is that I appreciate AI for what it is, because again, it is a tool. It's not an end all be all. I think that people will experiment with how far they can go with AI, especially in the next, I'm going to say even the next 3, 4, or 5 years. I'm not saying decades. Within the next half decade, we're going to see games that are almost entirely AI generated and produced, aside from a couple aspects. And then people are either going to latch onto it, whether knowingly or unknowingly. And then we're going to see whether they like it or not. And it all depends on how people take AI generated games. Me personally, I like solo games. I like story games. I like games that feel like another fucking human being had a hand in it. I like experiencing human stories, or at least stories that feel human, right? Yeah. There's a reason why we like solo player games. There's a reason why we like RPGs. There's a reason why we like action adventure games that are not online.
You can't replicate heart.
You can't,
and we learned that from Kingdom Hearts. We learned that from Kingdom Hearts.
Well,
thank you very much.
Well, AI's the worst it will ever be in history right now.
Correct.
Right. And 5 years from now,
it's like, and they're talking about making AI TV shows, and there's already really good AI art which steals from like actual artists, which is sad. And then there's like AI chatbots that like are getting paid. Like the owners are getting paid to use those chatbots and stuff. It's eventually like I like the idea of AI as a tool, but because it's the worst it'll ever be, it's kind of like, damn, we are going to get to a point where entire forms of media will be AI generated. And then I'm just not going to like it anymore. Because like you said, the human input, it feels personal when you know, oh, wow, a group of really talented people made this, not a fucking robot. You know, like certain aspects can be used, but if an entire form of media is AI generated, I'm not impressed by AI art. I don't know about you guys, but like it's hard to tell between humans and AI now with art, but like I'm not blown away when I see like crossover art or like just random AI generated pictures in like seconds like that. I'm far more interested in like, and you can tell as an artist, like if it's AI generated, you know, because you can see where a human would probably be a little more rough around the edges versus like perfection.
Exactly.
But like is that going to cross over into video games? You know, like, yes. Are we going to be able to tell between a real video game and an AI generated video game?
I mean, imperfection adds character. Things like little glitches let you know, like, okay, well, you know, human error still exists, and it's going to exist until the end of time. If we have things that are perfected, it's just not going to, we don't want to set that standard, because then people are going to try too hard to achieve it and start to lose focus of what's really important in the game itself.
That's the scary part. It's like, right now, no AI could make a game and make it better than a person. But like, we are at the infantile stages of this, like 2 years into like it's
this is AI's infancy.
it's like,
Baby
bro,
AI.
in 10 years, it's growing so rapidly. In 10 years, they probably will be able to make a fucking game right like that. And that part is scary. I don't really like that, because at the end of the day, that means big devs like the shitty ones like Activision, like Ubisoft, they can just fire their workers and hire some programmer,
Well,
to
that's
just
why
like
there's a strike
say
going on.
against AI.
Yes, against companies completely just getting rid of writers.
Well,
And they're not actively
think about how
doing
many
that, but what
people.
they're right. But at the end of the day, and Wopeh's brought this up many times before, corporations don't have souls. What they have is a wallet.
Bottom
And
line.
if bottom line, and if the AI is going to help them cut costs to create a compelling story, they're going to cut people out of the equation. And that's what writers in Hollywood and in all other industries are striking against right now. They're not striking, hey, AI is a bad thing. What they're striking is replacing human careers, jobs, lives with some fucking AI just procedurally generated bullshit.
Some of it's getting scary when it comes to actors and stuff. Like, you don't have to be cast into
well, that's what I exactly. And so what it is, and it starts with deep fakes, and it starts with voice actors going over those deep fakes, and then until now, where there are some videos and some audio clips where if you listen to it, it sounds almost seamless from who they're trying to.
Right, you'd have to know it's not to like actively be listening.
The fucking AI Drake and Weeknd song.
In trouble with the Amaranth joints. That's why old boy got in trouble, because they were too real.
No,
yeah, like everyone's playing around with it right now. Like, ooh, it's fun.
That's a little bit different. I understand what you're saying, but there's a podcast called Dudesy, and on that podcast, I don't know. You guys should all have an idea of who Will Sasso is, right? And he was on Mad TV. He's impersonated Hulk Hogan, Stone Cold on WWE shows, stuff like that. The big guy. He has a podcast with another guy named Chad Colchin, and the whole gimmick behind their show is that their show is run by an AI, and so they have segments on the show that is completely AI generated, and it sounds really goofy, but it's an entertaining, fun podcast. But they do bring up some good topics sometimes, and they talk about the writer's strike. I want to go ahead and just shout them out. Go ahead and just listen to Dudesy on Spotify, Apple Pod, anywhere you get your podcast fix. I enjoy listening to that. It's a good commentary on where the entertainment industry is going as a whole. But nonetheless, they especially Chad, he's kind of where I'm at, and his input has influenced my input. It's AI is a tool, and AI is going to go as far as we let it. There are some people that are calling for regulation of AI, but I think that AI can be used to better the human experience, and some people are going to experiment and kind of overtake the human experience, and it's not going to go very well, and we're going to see that. But I don't think that AI is going to be like the one to rule them all, the one to wipe humans off the planet. It's not going to be like that. It's not going to be the Matrix, not going to be Terminator, stuff like that. But there's also a chance that it might dilute the video game experience that we also hold so dearly. And I think that the writer strike is valid. I do think that AI can be used, but it shouldn't replace.
Well,
big tech will take over the world.
Computer jobs and
what are you talking about? Terminator is coming.
You guys have seen iRobot, right? Have you guys watched the new Black Mirror episodes?
No, not yet.
No.
I'm watching one tomorrow. I know that much.
Literally, what you described, that very first episode.
I'm excited.
It's right there.
I'm excited.
I saw the first 3 today, and it's good, man.
Okay. I just wanted to say, like, computer jobs and the digital industry, like in general, it's supposed to be like the most safe thing to choose in terms of like what you want to do career wise right now. Don't ruin it by overdeveloping these AIs to the point where it steals those careers. Like, there's no reason for it. Like, we can still, it's so fresh. It's still fresh, the computer industry and like developing and programming and all that stuff. Why would we just immediately start developing a technology that can outpace us in every way? It just seems so like self-destructive, but I guess that's humans. That's
Right.
what we do.
That's what we do, baby. We ruin shit. Hell yeah. That's PixelHate, motherfucker.
Jesus.
All right.
Shit.
I like that as a
Okay.
sign off. That's PixelHate, motherfucker.
Yeah. See? That was AI generated. I'm a robot.
This
Anyways.
whole podcast has been AI generated. You didn't know.
There are 0 people involved. All right. Well, make sure that you go ahead and subscribe to us on YouTube. Check out the podcast on Spotify, Apple Pod. Listen to all the episodes, share with your friends, and force your family to listen. We love you guys. Check out the link tree below and follow us wherever PixelHate may be, because it's only a matter of time until we're all generated by computer and taken over by robots, and there's only a limited
All the
supply of
jobs.
human episodes of PixelHate. So
You can get your
all the
own,
jobs are being taken.
You can get your
even
own
this one. But
Atom model in your room.
Your own Atom model, life size. Eats vegan chicken chopped cheese or whatever
Just
the fuck you
right
had.
next to your bed while you sleep.
Mouth
All right.
open.
You can
Hell yeah.
even get the sex doll version of him.
All right, and we'll
Okay.
go.
all right, let's wrap this up. We're getting off the game, and then we're getting back on the game. Check out the stream on Twitch. Much love. See you later. Goodbye.
We know where you live.
I'm actually frozen.
No.